All right, so this video is about how to negotiate your salary like a pro. Now, the most common problem that we notice is that at some point during your job interview, the people that interview you will ask you what your expectation is in terms of salary. And now that is a tricky question. You will feel a lot of pressure to answer that question. And also you will feel that if you don't, in a way, you're not collaborating with the company that you're applying to. So here's the thing. No matter how you look at it, if you answer that question, it's not going to do great, especially if you're switching to a new industry, especially if it's for a more junior role, for a very high role. The story might be different because you might have precise track records and performance metrics and previous compensation that can really build a case. But talking about breaking into a new industry, moving to tech, maybe your first, your second job, bringing up a precise number is most likely only going to hurt you. Because if you say a number that's too low, probably the company is never going to offer you more than what you already said is your expectation. And if you set a number that's too high, they might actually kind of not be interested in really continuing the interviewing process with you, or they might favor other candidates that have expectations that are more reasonable. So the trick is not to state any expectation. So how do you do that in a way that still feels collaborative for the company and still makes you progress through the interview process? Well, so you gotta be generic and kind and respectful and say something like, whatever works for you guys, you're gonna make an offer and I'm gonna look at it, or whatever you think is fair for this position and for the job market. Or feel free to throw me a number and then we'll take it from there. Any type of answer that goes along these lines, you can find your own words, your own way of expressing this concept is going to work. They're going to push back. They're going to say like, okay, sure, but give us an estimate, give us a range, give us a number. And you're going to feel a strong pressure to answer. Now you need to deal with that pressure and be calm and just gently push it back and put the ball back in their court. They're interviewing you. They're supposedly interested in hiring you. They're supposed to make an offer, and then you'll take it from there. So just gently say something like, whenever you guys have a number in mind, feel free to send it to me and I will take a look and then we'll take it from there. All right, whatever you think is reasonable. Anything along those lines is fine. Just don't answer that question. Just let them make the first step, let them move forward, make an offer, and then use that as a starting point. If it's too low, of course, you want to negotiate a number. It's not that because the company says a certain number, then that's it. Either you take it or leave it. Absolutely not. You can take the number, you can explain like, well, actually, I was looking for something more like this, but if I really like you guys, I could maybe meet somewhere in the middle. That I said if, because obviously you're not going to say if in the interview, but the point is, if you like the company, then you do that. Otherwise, don't. Otherwise, well, if you don't like the company, you shouldn't even apply to the company. All right. But if you're super enthusiastic about the job and there's many things that you appreciate, you can be a little more flexible with your salary expectations. Otherwise, just keep negotiating. It's never happened that someone who had an offer on the table and negotiated it was just cut off from the hiring process. You can say like, look, thanks, I was actually expecting something more like this. Negotiate maybe 10, 15, 20% higher. If they can't, they're going to say like, look, we looked into it, but we can't do anything better. And if they can, you might have just gained 20% on your next salary. So try it out and let us know in the comments how it works.